how's things with Coach Myers?
Oh, it's great. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Oh, do tell. Okay.
Yeah, during spring camp, he told me, he said he'll be lighter on me, just get to know me and all this.
Sure.
Joking around. And he said if I make a mistake, I got to do 100-yard bear crawls.
Ooh.
If anyone fumbles or if I throw an interception, it counts. I have to do 100-yard bear crawls.
Ouch.
And he just put this on me last week.
Okay.
And
he's doing it because he cares about you and he wants to see you succeed, though. Correct?
Yeah, it's just it's mind state. It's like it's making me focus on not turning the ball over.
Okay.
Because last year that was pretty much, I threw 10 interceptions. I'm not proud about that, but it happened.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not something I'm proud about.
Okay. Just talk about just some of the changes he's made. I mean, you're doing. He's a spread guy, and the packages are different. What's it like so far?
Pretty much some more option stuff, and we're running no huddle. So he's gonna be signaling stuff in.
Okay.
And literally, we haven't learned anything under the center yet, so we're gonna be based on spread.
Pretty much shotgun.
All speed, and plus it gets me, because I'm shorter, it gets me back away from the line.
Okay.
And just pretty much that's all we're going to be doing.
Okay. You excited to play in an offense like that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love spread, especially using all that speed.
Yes. You guys have some speed.
Yes. Using all that speed and athleticism.
How cool was last year? 7 wins, you're back, your coach is coach of the year, you go to districts. How fun was last year? It had to be awesome for you guys to have some success.
It was great, especially going 1-9 because I started safety that year.
Yeah, you did.
It just wasn't fun. It's just like, but we tried to make it fun, but just knowing that we're not going to make playoffs and all the seniors went out.
Yeah.
But at least we went out with 1 win. It's just embarrassing to see what we used to be.
Sure.
But then last year, just a whole greater feeling, and being at playoffs was just so much different. Like everything was more, like it's more important. Everything was just had a different feeling to it.
I'm quite sure. Do you feel like you have everybody's attention again?
Yeah.
A couple years there, you guys were like, you were a W. We're going to go play McCaskey Friday and beat them. Yeah. It's not that way anymore, though, is it?
I think now this year, we're not going to sneak on people per se. It's just everybody's going to bring their A game out against us. Mm-hmm. And that's just going to make us better and see what we really are. Because last year was just like a water-based level, like you're just testing it out. And we just made it to playoffs. Everybody's like, oh, look at McCaskey. And then now it's just like, okay, now we really need to prepare. Now they're going to take us more serious.
Oh, absolutely. Because you're not going to be picked to finish 8th, quite frankly. You're probably going to be picked to finish right up there near the top. But that's cool, though. You want to be there, though, don't you?
Yes.
You want those challenges every week.
I want to have the bullseye.
Yeah.
I want to have the bullseye. It means it's just going to bring the best out of everyone. And then once you see who's really the best, that's how you know who's really on top of the league.
Sure.
And we want to be that number one. We want to be up at the top.
Surely. And you guys haven't said that in a couple of years, but this year you can kind of say it and people take you serious. The seniors especially, you guys have seen some coaching changes, even when you're in junior high. I mean, you've gone through a couple of head coaches. Now that Monta's been there a year, you guys feel comfy with him? You're used to him?
Yes.
You know how he does his thing?
Yeah.
And it works. So can you talk about that aspect of it, just coaching and how all that came together and why it's been successful?
We're basically the 1980s McCaskey team. Like that focus, and it's just all about winning and McCaskey pride. That's all it's about. We're focused, discipline, just takes control of things. And we know that.
He holds you guys accountable, I think, more than anything.
Yes, and we always know who's in control. It's not like, hey, is coach going to do something today about this? Like, if we mess up, we're going to pay for it, and we know this. So it just brings more focus, and we respect him for that. It's the thing, because we usually don't have people that just sit there and like hold us accountable for things and things that we do, and we respect that. It's like a father figure for some people around here. So it's more personal, and then it's more of a coaching thing. To me, he's like a second father. Like he takes you under his wing and all that. And,
That's nice that you would say that. Swinton, how's he going to do at running back? Markeith was great.
Yeah, Markeith was great.
But I think Swinton can get in there and play. Can he not? He can run a little.
Can. Yeah. His little bony self can run. He got thicker this year.
Okay.
Him and Avery are fullback. They're basically
Avery's back. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to be basically 2 halfbacks that can play fullback and running back at the same time, and then Aaron can go out to receiver, and Avery will be our halfback.
Okay.
So it's more of like a switching on and off thing, and we can run 2 backs and 1 back.
And you're going to be back there in that shotgun. They're not going to know what's coming.
Yeah, so they know which side we're running option to. Because everybody knows we're going to run option and pass and all that. So it's just more surprising that we don't have DeMarcus.
Deontay Cherry.
It's my man. Always reliable. Always reliable. That's my number 1 target. I think everybody knows that.
Sure. He's going to see some double coverages, I'm sure, on his side. He's going to see some safeties, I think.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's keying on him.
Yeah.
And now that Marquis gone, he's going to be probably the number 1 reason why they're going to base their defense on what they're doing. It's going to be on Deontay. Because there's so many things you can do with him. You can put him in the backfield with Aaron.
Yep.
You can spread him out.
Slot.
But yeah, and then I think that's also going to help Blaze come out.
It should. He'll probably get some single coverages and just do the drag stuff
6'4"
underneath. And you can
frame.
hit him in the red zone. He's going to be a handful.
Yeah, he is. Coach
You
Myers.
guys have the skill, kids. You got to be psyched, man. As the quarterback to have these weapons. I mean,
excited.
Wow.
I know. Can't wait.
That's a lot of pressure on you, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to execution for you. Just make your reads, make your plays, put the ball where you need to put it. Yes.
And that's what Monzon's based on, execution. Him and Coach Myers. If we don't do anything in practice that's right, pay for it. It's just we're going to have that mind state that we have to execute. If we don't execute, because we don't have the biggest guys in the world, we know that for a fact. But we have athleticism and speed over almost everyone in the league.
Pretty much, yeah. I'd put your athletes up against pretty much anybody, yeah.
And if we execute, we will definitely be back in the playoffs this year. That's all it comes down to.
Last thing, and you said it yourself, you're not a big dude. I've always been impressed with your guts. I mean, the Township game last year, you got slammed, and I don't know how you got up and played the rest of that game, but you led your team back for a touchdown in the fourth quarter to win. Just talk about your game and just why you're so gutsy and just how much you put into this and being the quarterback and wanting to be the leader of this team.
It's just football is like everything I have right now.
Okay.
It's like anything I do, I know that my teammates are relying on it. So if I'm not walking off the field at all, I'm going to be on that field. Like, it's just, you got to take me off on a stretcher. Like, I had messed up ankles. I still want to play. Like, I just want to be on the field with my teammates.
You shouldn't have been playing in the Township game in the fourth quarter. I saw you after the game, and your ankle was the size of an orange. I don't know how you did it.
I tore a tendon in it.
Wow.
Yeah, I still play. I just taped it up and just kept playing.
Spit on it, rub some dirt in it. We're good. Put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, it's just seeing your teammates when they look at you in the huddle. It's just like they're looking at you, and you're the leader. I had to lead my team.
Yeah.